The federal government has borrowed 20.1 trillion naira from domestic investors in the first year of President Bola Tinubu's administration, representing a year-on-year increase of 117% from former President Muhammadu Buhari's last year in office. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, the federal government has issued a stern warning to workers planning to participate in the indefinite strike declared by labor unions, cautioning them of potential legal consequences, including a 6-month jail term. According to Business Day, Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi highlighted the legal ramifications in a statement released on Sunday. According to Fagbemi, Section 18 of the Trade Disputes Act mandates workers in essential services to provide their employer with a 15-day notice before ceasing their services. Non-compliance with this provision could result in a fine or imprisonment for up to 6 months. He reiterated that the federal government is actively engaging stakeholders through the Tripartite Committee to determine a new national minimum wage and has yet to conclude negotiations. At number 2, human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has called on the National Assembly to swiftly approve a law to establish a revised minimum wage that aligns with the current economic situation in the country, similar to how they recently did for the national anthem. Meanwhile, former lawmaker Senator Daniel Bwala has criticized the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) for initiating a strike on the day students across the country were scheduled to begin their examinations. In a post on his X handle on Monday, Bwala argued that the NLC's actions harms the families it claims to support. He accused the NLC of pursuing interests other than those of the workers. Similarly, the Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammad Saad Abubakar, has called on the organized labor to listen to the Nigerian government, warning that a strike would plunge the country into hardship. At number 3, the federal government has borrowed 20.1 trillion naira from domestic investors in the first year of President Bola Tinubu's administration, representing a year-on-year increase of 117% from former President Muhammadu Buhari's last year in office, according to analysts. The borrowing was primarily done through the issuance of FGN bonds, FGN savings bonds, and Sukuk bonds by the Debt Management Office, as well as Nigeria Treasury bills (NTBs) issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria on behalf of the federal government. The average monetary policy rate (MPR) rose to 20.32% in the 12 months ending May 2024, leading to an increase in average interest rates on Nigeria Treasury bills to 9.1%. Analysts have expressed concerns that the increase in government borrowing could fuel inflationary pressures and lead to a crowding out effect on private sector lending. While some believe that borrowing could limit inflation by mopping up liquidity, others argue that it may lead to further interest rate hikes and impact exchange rates. At number 4, the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has revoked the banking license of Heritage Bank PLC, citing the bank's failure to improve its financial performance, which poses a threat to financial stability. This decision was announced by the CBN's Acting Director of Corporate Communication Department, Sidi Ali, in a statement on Monday. Despite various supervisory steps taken by the regulator, the bank's management has been unable to stem the decline, leading to the revocation of its license to protect the financial system and maintain public confidence, Ali said. The Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation (NDIC) has been appointed as the liquidator of Heritage Bank following the Banks and Other Financial Act 2020. The CBN noted that the move is a significant step to maintaining the stability of the financial system and protecting depositors' funds. The Apex Bank reassured the public that the revocation of Heritage Bank's license would not impact the overall health of the financial system. At number 5, residents of Aku in Ibo-Etiti, local government area of Enugu State, are outraged over the killing of a farmer, Mr. Ima Nnadi, who was shot dead while trying to rescue a 13-year-old girl from gang rape by Fulani herdsmen. Daily Post reports that the incident occurred at Ugu Uvuru, a farm settlement in Ozowani, a neighboring local government area, but both the victim and the deceased hail from Aku in Igbo-Etiti. According to Agu Chineme, a community leader, the 13-year-old was mercilessly raped by two armed Fulani men while working on her family's farm. The Aku community is demanding justice over the heinous crime, lamenting that Fulani herders seem to operate with impunity in the region. Chineme noted that the community has lost several vibrant men and women in the hands of the killer headsmen. He called for urgent action to address the growing menace of Fulani herder violence, demanding increased security measures and accountability. A response from the spokesperson of the Enugu State Police Command, ASP Daniel Ndukwe, on the incident was yet to be received as of reporting time. At number 6, Nigeria has maintained its 64th position on the Global Startup Index, according to Startup Link, despite a decline in investments in the African ecosystem. The report stated that funding in the country dropped from around $800 million in 2022 to $200 million in 2023. Startup Link's Global Startup Map and Research Center, covering 1,000 cities in 100 countries, highlighted Lagos as leading other West African cities and being one of only 2 African cities in the global top 100. Startup Link noted that Nigeria's public sector is increasingly recognizing startups' potential with initiatives like the Startup Nigeria Incubator and the Co-Creation Hub, fostering entrepreneurship. However, infrastructure deficits and limited governmental support remain challenges that need addressing to unlock the ecosystem's full potential. At number 7, the Executive Secretary of the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities, James Lalu, has announced the federal government has increased the Commission's budgetary allocation for 2024 by 500% compared to what it received in 2023. Lalu said this on Sunday in Abuja while speaking on how the disability community had fared in the one-year administration of President Bola Tinubu. Lalu highlighted the administration's initiatives to improve access to governance and quality of service for persons with disabilities. He also mentioned that shortly after assuming office in May 2023, President Tinubu requested the reactivation of the African Union Protocol on Disability, demonstrating his dedication to advancing disability rights and inclusion. At number 8, UEFA's Technical Observer Panel has revealed the top 10 goals of the 2023 and 2024 Champions League season following the competition's conclusion. In a post via UEFA's website on Monday, the European Football Governing Body selected Federico Valverde's first-time volley for Real Madrid against Manchester City as the goal of the season. Barcelona's Rafinha and Niklas Füllkrug from Dortmund claimed second and third place, respectively. Other notable goals included Phil Foden's strike for Real Madrid against Man City and Kylian Mbappe's goal for PSG against Real Sociedad. At number 9, former Super Eagles head coach Samson Siasia has expressed concern over Victor Osimhen's injury and its impact on Nigeria's chances in the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against South Africa and Benin Republic. Osimhen, a key player for the team, has been ruled out of the crucial matches due to injury. The Super Eagles, currently winless in Group C, must secure victories against South Africa and Benin Republic to stay in contention for World Cup qualification. The team will face Bafana in Uyo on Friday, followed by a match against the Squirrels in Abidjan 3 days later. Finally, at number 10, Mexico has elected its first female president, with preliminary results showing Claudia Sheinbaum, a climate scientist and Mexico City's former mayor, is on track to win the country's largest election in history. According to CNN, Sheinbaum has won between 58.3% and 60.7% of the vote, according to what is known as quick count. an exercise that the National Electoral Institute carries out based on statistical sample of ballots from polling stations. The election, which saw nearly 100 million people registered to vote, also included races for Congress, state governors, and local officials. Sheinbaum is set to be Mexico's first female president and the country's first Jewish leader. Sheinbaum has assured that her administration would govern all Mexicans without distinction. That's it on what's happening. You can join the conversation on our website at www.rootstv.ng, follow us on social media at RootsTV, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at RootsTV Nigeria. Thank you for watching.